I see you. Y'all see this? See this? This is my truck decor. This is what your man does when we're on motorbikes. And trust me, you ain't getting a truck in here. He gets us our house decor and straps it to his back. Today, oh dang it, see that? I forgot to put my kickstand up again. I swear if that didn't have that, I just didn't have my kickstand ripped off by now. This is so funny, look at that. This is gonna be a great ride. We're on our way back to the truck. We are just now leaving the Hobby Lobby. We had a 40% discount to buy one of our pretty truck decorations, and I got a new planner. We were out, I wouldn't call it housekeeping, because I guess technically we're not at the house, you know, doing like housework per se, but it was housekeeping like, ooh, we went and purchased a few pretties for the house, and, isn't that's so funny, and I ate at Chipotle. It was wonderful. Y'all, I know I've mentioned keto before, but I think I should tell you about keto. Maybe I'll put in a before picture, because we've been doing YouTube on another channel for 2 years now, I think. But if you look at it before pictures and now, it took us a long time because we weren't like strict hardcore keto, but we have both actually lost quite a bit of weight and look so much better. We see other drivers that do keto too, and some of them that go hardcore lose really fast, and I mean good for them because they're much more dedicated than I am. But even in the small truck, we would eat steaks and a salad and broccoli for our main meal every day, and then we'd have like, oh, and we are not strict keto. We ain't the keto police. We'd have lunch meat and cheese for snacks, because the strict keto police says, oh my gosh, there's preservatives, you can't eat that. But when you're limited on space, because we just had the little tiny refrigerator then, and you couldn't keep vegetables in it because it frozen, but if you tried to turn it down a little bit where stuff didn't freeze, then everything would thaw. So it wasn't the most ideal situation, but it's what we had, so it's what we worked with. And we still consistently lost. Now, I will admit I've not set the world afire, but I am that person that, trust me, if I'm hungry, ain't nobody around me gonna be happy, because I'm not gonna be happy. Like, I don't understand how people can, oh look, I ate an ounce of chicken and 3 spinach leaves, I'm so full. No, I eat a big fat steak. Today I ate Chipotle, and I know somebody's gonna say, oh, Chipotle's got rice and beans. Chipotle does not have to have rice and beans. Chipotle that I got had double meat on it, no beans, no rice. It did have the tomato salsa stuff on it, which tomatoes have a few carbs and a few natural sugars, but I'm good with that. And what else did it have? Sour cream, guacamole, and lettuce. And it was delish. Yum, yum. I also like HOWDY's hamburgers, and they actually have them in lettuce wraps. Anything that they do, they'll do a lettuce wrap, and it's actually on their menu that's hanging up there. Most people just don't pay attention to it. And they're actually getting a lot more common. A lot of places are having keto menus. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, keto, that's awful. Keto is not awful. Keto is, I have never successfully been able to stick with a diet that long, I guess I would say, because I'm not going to be hungry. That's just, I have no intention of going around being hungry. And like, just like I said, that 4 ounces of chicken and 2 spinach leaves does not fill me up and keep me full for more than the 2 minutes it takes me to eat it. With keto, I'm not hungry. I have actually not unintentionally went 24 hours without eating any solid food. I can't say I didn't eat anything, because I did drink coffee that had some heavy cream in it, so heavy cream does have some fat. But it's also a little bit easier probably to digest than your solid foods. It's a liquid. So I did have heavy cream and coffee, and trust me, I was that girl that's like, what do you mean you forgot to eat? You didn't forget to eat, you're just starving yourself, right? Now, if you're a carb eater, you're probably trying to starve yourself to lose weight. The keto, you literally don't get, now initially you might get a little hungry, and initially you might get a little craving. But once your body's used to eating like this, it's actually really fine. I can eat steaks all day long. Chicken with blue cheese and hot sauce and Brussels sprouts and broccoli. I love Brussels sprouts. It's my favorite food. Cabbage, all the cruciferous vegetables I want. I don't even count them. I mix sour cream with ranch seasoning and dip broccoli and cauliflower in them raw for snacks. And I know the keto police will get me, but we even got some sugar-free Reese's because, you know, every now and then I still want a little bit something sweet. Now, for the first 6 or 8 months, all we drank was water and we didn't eat any sweets at all. Now we'll buy a bag of sugar-free Reese's or something, and it's not a big deal. You know, we'll have 1 or 2 because he has a sugar addiction, or can't, actually a Reese's addiction, and the sugar-free Reese's that we actually like really well. But beyond that, let's see. We do drink cherry Coke Zeros, and you know, some people say, oh, those are terrible. Now, I don't like Diet Cokes, but the Coke Zeros and like the Gatorade Zeros and that stuff, I don't know what the difference is. It has to be a different sweetener or something, because to me they don't have the aftertaste that like the Coke Zeros do, or the Diet Cokes do, if I could talk, sorry. So, I don't know. I think keto, if you were considering going on a weight loss program, I would do I would call it like a lazy keto. We're not super strict. We don't lose weight super fast, but we're also not hungry, and we're both satisfied. Oh, you feel that bump? We're both completely satisfied with what we eat, what portions we eat, and everything. And it's not that hard to do. You can pretty much always get a chunk of meat wherever you go. You just might not be able to get the barbecue sauce on it. Oh, and ketchup. Don't get ketchup on it. I seen a thing on Facebook the other day, and I believe it. It said that like 2 tablespoons of ketchup have more sugar than a glazed donut. And if you do actually look at the carbs and sugar in ketchup, it is crazy. I would have never thought that. So, something to think about. I had some food allergies. I had to do some research into food back in the day, because I actually got really severe food allergies back in the day. I had hives for 2 years straight. When you have hives for 2 years straight, you will look into and do plenty of research into all the food that you eat and what's trying to figure out what's wrong with you. But keto, I highly recommend it. Bacon, eggs, all that good stuff. Oh, gotta look. We like it. Now, most people are actually okay with keto. I've only had one negative experience, and I mean, if you don't do keto, that's okay. You just got to figure out what works for you. And for me, keto's the easiest thing because I can eat. Now, the one negative experience I went to a restaurant and I ordered it was a roast beef sandwich with a bunch of the drug through the garden, I guess is what they call it, and a horseradish mustard on it, and I ordered it without bread. And it was actually the owner of the restaurant that was there. It was a little small town, you know. And she said, well, I've got some whole grain crackers, or, whatever it was. Do you want those? No, I don't want them. And she would try to give me something else. I'm like, no, I do keto. I don't eat carbs. I don't want nothing. And I know that she was trying to be helpful, I'm sure, in her own way. But she proceeded to try and give me a lecture on why keto was unhealthy. And I didn't get enough fiber eating keto, and she just kept going. And there was a couple other customers in there, and she just was going on about how keto was a horrible diet, and basically I shouldn't be eating keto. And I kind of looked at her and she just kept going on, and finally I said, you know, if I would have came in here and ordered a pizza and a 44-ounce Coke, nobody would have batted an eye. But since I ordered some actual meat with lettuce, onions, you know, stuff like that, all of a sudden I'm the most unhealthy person ever. When yeah, if I would have ordered, oh look, a large pizza and 44-ounce Coke, and nobody would have said a word. So don't let the keto police try and buffalo you into, oh, you have to eat carbs. You do not have to. Now, I guess we all eat, I shouldn't say we all eat a little bit, because actually I've done carnivore. Don't get mad at me. If I have a plateau and I'm not losing weight, I went through, I don't know, seemed like it was about 2 months, and I just was not losing any weight, not losing any size, nothing was going on. And we decided to do carnivore, and we were going to do, most people talk about a 3-day like beef and butter fast. We did beef, butter, and eggs, and it was going to be 3 days, and we ended up getting too much beef, of course, and it ended up being like 7 days. And at the time I was like, okay, I don't know that this did anything. Like 2 days after getting off of it, I swear I dropped like an inch or 2, and I was like, okay, well, this might actually work. So I do actually probably lean towards a carnivore over keto. But if I can get my Brussels sprouts, I'm going to take them. That's a fine bag you got there, sir.
Fuck you, little girl.
Do you hear his profanity, guys? Do you hear him? Okay, well, I guess we're going to call it a day. Maybe we'll get some home decor going on up in there.
Keto
Maybe we
on.
won't. Huh?
Keto on, my
Keto or carnivore if you're on a plateau.
Eat the ass out of it.
Oh my gosh.